And welcome to Marketing in Your Strengths, brought to you by the Author Book Marketing Pro Academy. I will get it right very soon as I say it a gazillion more times. Thanks for joining me. If you're watching live, please go ahead and just let me know you're here. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Anne. Good to see you both. I'm coming to you live from Indianapolis. It's snowing and it's freezing cold here. Fortunately, we get to stay inside. And yes, the regulars are here and a few more that haven't chimed in yet, but we're glad that they are here too. Hi, Debbie. You're having snow, I'm sure, as well in Ohio. So very fun. So I'm going to talk a little bit about marketing in your strengths. And I'm actually going to change so that you can see the slides better because they have a lot of information on them today and I don't want you to miss it. So we are doing a series, Marketing in Your Strengths, and today we are going to talk about why marketing matters. And we all know that our books have the power to inspire, to educate, and to create a lasting impact. But here's the question that I'm sure you all are answering or asking today in the noisy world of book business. And that is, how will I get my book noticed? So to put it into perspective, I'm going to give you some statistics so that you can see why marketing does actually matter. So here's a few things to know why marketing matters in a crowded marketplace. Now, these numbers are from 2023. The 2024 numbers are not out yet, but it's still rather current, so it should be a good gauge for us. But to put it in perspective, the U.S. publishing industry generated a staggering $29.9 billion in revenue in 2023. So it sounds impressive, right? But within this massive industry exists a challenge. It's a challenge that each of us as authors face. So with over 4 million books published, that's supposed to say, worldwide last year alone, there was 1 million books published in the United States. And your book is competing with one of the most crowded markets in history. So to give you an idea of just how crowded it is, over 11,000 new books are published every single day worldwide. That is 2,800 books published in the United States. On Amazon, which is one of the largest marketplaces, there are 575 books purchased every single minute on Amazon. Yeah, every single minute. The potential is enormous, but so is the competition. So without a solid plan, it's going to be easy for even the best stories that we have, and we at Redemption Press have a lot of really good stories, to get lost in the flood. So all the while, print books continue to dominate, making up over 767 million units sold. That's 767 million units sold in the last year. So it's impossible to ignore that there is also growth in the digital market. In the digital market, audiobooks saw an 18.2% jump in sales. And ebook, which has been around for quite a while, even saw a jump of 2%. So digital formats in the marketing, in the publishing industry now account for 16% of the total publishing revenue, making them a vital part of the future. And these numbers are really important because if you know how books are being sold, you're going to know what you need to sell your book. So let's talk a little bit about the Christian market. As for Christian authors in the market, there's even more of an opportunity because even though book sales actually declined, print copies, declined a little last year because of the digital increase, Christian books are one of the fastest growing segments in 2023, with sales surging by 8%. And 8% of that is Christian retailers purchasing the books, as well as other, one-off buyers, as well as .com sites. So categories like Bibles, gifts, and adult books dominated, providing there are plenty of readers eager for meaningful content. I think it also tells us that this world is really looking for something more than what the secular audience or secular writers can give them. They are looking for hope, because our world is a very strange place to live in these days. And so the reader is looking for books that are going to inspire them, encourage them, bring them hope, and bring them just the ability to really enter into a space that is encouraging to them. And I didn't think you could see my husband behind me, but you actually can. So Kelly, you can wave. We're in a hotel room, so there's not a lot of places to sit. All right, so here we go. Here's the challenge that we face. Having a great book is no longer good enough. With millions of titles that are released every single year and consumers increasingly drawn to certain elements of those, standout designs, engaging promotions, and meaningful connection, your book needs to be more than just words on a page to succeed. It needs 3 things. And those 3 things are, whoops, it did not. Oh, there it is. Those 3 things are strategy, visibility, and most importantly, a connection to the right audience member. That's where marketing comes in. Marketing isn't about selling more copies. It's about ensuring your story reaches the hearts of your audience that it's meant to touch. It's about making your book a part of the lives of the people who need and the people who actually want what you have to say. And when it's done right, marketing can be the greatest tool to stand out in this competitive industry. It's how you go from just another book on the shelf to becoming a book readers can't stop talking about. And not only are they not just talking about it, but they are sharing it with all those that they know. We see it all the time on social media. We see it just even around the coffee table, having coffee with our friends. Hey, have you read this book? I can tell you the last probably 10 books I have bought have been because someone that I respect, someone that really likes the same kind of, book genre that I do, has told me about a certain book, and then I purchase it. So as we continue in the next, actually part 2, which is going to be on Monday, in this course, we're going to help you bridge the gap between your book and your ideal audience. And you'll learn how to really step into the marketplace with confidence. You're going to hopefully generate some strategies that you will be able to kind of energize your efforts and really highlight, this is the key, highlight your unique strengths. Together, we're going to make sure that your story doesn't just get published. Anyone can put a book on Amazon. It's not necessarily publishing. But our story, our books will get noticed. And the reason is because your book really does stand out. Your book has a message of hope, a hope that not only brings entertainment to the reader, but brings a source of life, because it is given to you because of the experiences that God has allowed you to walk through. And whether you are writing nonfiction or fiction or children's books, you have a message that will guide the reader towards Jesus. And that's the whole point of what we do and why we do it, so that the gospel can be known. So as we continue on, next time when we get together, we're going to talk specifically about what kind of author you are. And it actually is going to take about 3 parts to work through a quiz and to really determine who you are, what kind of author you are, as well as then what kind of marketing is best for that particular personality type and the things that you enjoy doing. So, thank you all for joining me here in Indianapolis today. Good to see you, Gloria and Michelle, as well. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. We are going to do some of this conversation in our coaching session next Saturday. So, you can join live and we can really start honing in on what type of author you are, because that's where we'll be in our training, and be able to help you identify those places that you can market the best you can market. And you're very welcome, Carol. It's good to see you all. I am getting ready to head out. I need to be downstairs. The event actually has already started with the check-in, and we are going to have dinner with them all and do the welcome session. I have a small portion tonight, and then tomorrow I speak twice, encouraging women who are chaplains and part of the teams that serve in Racers for Christ. So they serve all over the United States at the racetracks, all kinds of racing, from like NASCAR to off-road to drag racing to boats and bikes and all the things. So it's a really amazing group of women who serve well and share Jesus with all of the racers, their families, and the pit crews. So be praying if you think of it as I share really how to really step out believing God, not just believing in God, but believing God and what he says he will do when we step into our calling with obedience. Same is true with us. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all next week.